This is problem 15.2 from chapter 15 of Brigham and Houston's Fundamentals of Financial Management, Concise, ninth edition. And we're given a problem where we're told how much a firm has tied up in accounts receivable, and we want to first of all calculate the days sales outstanding, or the days of receivables, and look at what would happen if all the customers paid on time, how much capital would be released. Okay, so let's write out what we got. Sales are $12 million a year, and credit terms call for 30 days of payments. So if there was 1 day's sales, that would mean that $12 million divided by 365, that's how much they sell per day. And so we would expect accounts receivable of 32,877 times 30. If 30 days same as cash, it means that if all the customers and all the firms have 30 days to pay and they all pay exactly on day 30, then at any one given point in time there will be $986,301 of accounts receivable. 30 days of sales at 32,877 per day. However, given the problem, the firm has $1.5 million of accounts receivable. So what we want to do is calculate our days sales outstanding. So if the accounts receivable, the actual accounts receivable, is $1,500,000, then the DSO, or days sales outstanding, or days of accounts receivable, would be that amount divided by 1 day's sales. Means they actually have a little over 45 days of sales outstanding at this point in time. So that's what their DSO is. Now their terms say that everybody pays within 30 days, so obviously some of the customers aren't paying on time. Now if all of the customers did pay on time, that would be the accounts receivable. That's what the accounts receivable is. So, pretty simple. Control 0. Or the reduction in capital, let's call it capital release. Since accounts receivable is $1.5 million, if all the customers paid on time, that would be $513,699. They would not have to borrow from the bank or from their shareholders in order to in order to fund all these accounts receivable. So if they can take steps that'll free up the accounts receivable and reduce it, they can save $500,000 in financing, which incurs a finance charge. So we weren't given any of that information, but that's the reason it's so important to control accounts receivable. You have to borrow the money from somebody to lend it to your customers to buy. People don't lend you money or give you money for free. They expect to be paid. So your shareholders expect to be paid, and the bank expect to be paid, and any of the other lenders expect to be paid. So if you don't have to, if you can reduce the amount you need to borrow by $500,000, that's gonna save you money every year.